You guys go ahead and tee off. I'll just be a minute here. Well, the Renaissance Awards were really created in 1981, I guess it was, to benchmark ourselves, to find out what we were doing well and what we weren't doing. Sometimes it was hard to measure. You went day to day and did your job as best you could, but you really had no way of telling how, whether you were world class, whether you were doing a competent job. And so what we did find out in the course of creating that, especially the way it was created, in that we had the judging of our awards were done not on site, they were done in other cities. So we were actually getting opinion of our work from somewhere other than here, anywhere from San Francisco to Chicago to wherever else. And that helped us. We got feedback from people not here, from people somewhere else, and it gave us an idea to know whether we were doing world-class work and whether we were hitting the mark. And I think the original idea from it, at least from what I heard at the time, was Marlene Goldsmith had kind of an idea of awards program. And I think she ended up being the first chair of it. The word I got was that it was her idea. She left the room, and to go to the restroom, when she came back, she was chairman. So we've seen it grow in a lot of ways. We've seen a lot of participation from people who didn't before. A lot of agencies participate now that didn't before, and we've seen the categories open up a lot. We've seen, obviously in the early days, everything was print, and now that's a minor part of the awards program. So, and then we've also seen a stronger emphasis put on the whole planning behind communication, the management side and the planning side of communication, and that's been a great move for us.
I think it's become more than just presenting somebody with an award. It's become kind of a celebration of the profession, so celebration of communications in general. You aren't just there to do technical pieces like do a news release or do a story for employees. You're really there to help people rise up in the profession, find out what the best is within the Detroit community, certainly, but certainly it piques your interest in terms of a national or international IABC focus or in a regional focus. It shows that there are other people out there who do what you do and really care about producing quality work, whether it's on a technical basis or a strategic basis, whatever needs to be done.
I thought it was really important that it be a showcase for area communicators, and I felt that we needed to make it a more prestigious awards program so that it would lead and provide people an opportunity to move from the local level to the regional level, which would be your silver quills, to entering the gold quills. So I always think that the awards program is a way to test your own skills personally up against other communicators. It also brings prestige to your company, and it's a pat on the back pretty much from outsiders who you don't work with on a daily basis. From when I used to judge, I think our awards program is like one of the top-notch local or regional awards programs. I think in some areas it's even better than the Silver Quill Awards. We give out beautiful plaques, we give out beautiful crystal awards, and I think we get great, reciprocal judging from other chapters. And I think we have a lot of exceptional communicators in our chapter, and even the ones who are non-members that submit that should join IABC. So I think we have a very, very significant awards program.
I've met people through IABC who have been my friends for literally decades now. My favorite story is with the IABC conference in San Francisco in 1979, and I'm riding back to the airport in the back of a transport bus. Started a conversation with the guy next to me, who turned out was from Detroit, and it turned out to be Frank Zapata, and he became president after I did and brought more people in. It's those types of things where you just meet somebody and you never know how it's going to lead, whether it's in a personal relationship over the years or perhaps a job opportunity or a client relationship, whatever it is. It's taking advantage of that membership. using it for yourself and using it as a tool to connect with other communicators.
I think I joined IABC in the very early 80s and was president of the Detroit chapter in the mid-80s. So I've probably been an IABC member for 3 decades or close to it. And throughout all that time, I've retained my membership because of the value that it has brought to me over the years. Renaissance Awards is a really important piece of what the value that the IABC membership brings, but it's really, at least for me, been so much more. And one of the things that I've gotten the most value out of is the people that I've met through this organization. Some who have become good friends and others who have just been great colleagues over the year. And every job I've had over my career has been thanks to IABC. It's amazing. And the people that I've met have been a great group of people that have helped me in my career and helped me continue to learn and get excited about the things going on in our industry.
I've been a member for 25 years now, and it was in the early 90s when I was president of the chapter, and I think from that experience it's always been in my blood, and never felt that I wasn't a part of the organization. I've always been, I tell myself I've taken an 18-year sabbatical from the board, and I'm back on now. And the same reasons I was involved before apply today. It's just good people working together for good causes. And the best people I've met in my entire life are through IABC. The jobs that my job at Chrysler, I could point to an IABC meeting that was the start of that. My freelance career, IABC memberships definitely helped that. So I'm such a firm believer in the organization that it's just a natural that I'm back on the board.
IABC is just for me, and it been just an outstanding organization, just outstanding people here in the Detroit area. Detroit should never be underestimated. There should be no inferiority complex about people who do communications in Detroit, Michigan, the Midwest. We can hold our own against anybody out of East Coast, West Coast, and everybody in between, and everywhere around the globe. It's keeping the focus, working our way through what has happened here in the last couple of years, and I think the future for anybody in this profession is just going to be 10 times brighter than anybody ever imagines.